Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating world of glucose metabolism. Today, we'll explore how different organs in your body, like the liver, muscles, and brain, play unique and crucial roles in metabolizing glucose and maintaining glucose homeostasis. Glucose, often called blood sugar, is a vital source of energy that fuels every cell in your body. But how is this simple sugar utilized differently by various organs? Stay tuned as we uncover the intricate processes and teamwork that keep your body's energy supply running smoothly. Let's dive even deeper into the liver's crucial role in glucose metabolism. Think of the liver as the body's multitasking glucose warehouse and manager, performing several vital functions. After meals, the liver stores excess glucose as glycogen, a process called glycogenesis. During fasting or between meals, it breaks down glycogen back into glucose, known as glycogenolysis, to maintain blood glucose levels.
After you enjoy a delicious meal, your blood is suddenly brimming with glucose from carbohydrates. But what happens to all that extra sugar floating around? That's where the liver steps in. The liver acts as your body's storage unit, a tireless packer of excess glucose into neat little bundles known as glycogen. This process is called glycogenesis. Fast forward a few hours, and it's been a while since you've had a bite to eat. Your blood sugar levels start to drop. No need to worry, the liver is on it. It starts breaking down those stored glycogen bundles back into glucose to keep your blood sugar and energy levels steady.
So, we've seen the liver work its magic with glycogen storage and breakdown. But what happens when those glycogen stores get low? Especially during prolonged fasting or intense exercise. Enter the liver's next trick, gluconeogenesis. Let's break down what's happening here. This image illustrates the process of gluconeogenesis, which is like the body's clever way of making glucose when we don't get enough from our food. See the liver in the center? It's the powerhouse of this process. It takes in different building blocks, like amino acids, lactate, and glycerol, which are derived from things like protein breakdown and fat metabolism. These building blocks then go through a series of complex steps within the liver, following the gluconeogenesis pathway. And what comes out the other end? Free glucose. That's the sugar our cells need for energy.
When glucose levels are low, the liver produces glucose from non-carbohydrate sources like amino acids and glycerol. This process is especially crucial during prolonged fasting or intense exercise.
The liver's activities are regulated by hormones, primarily insulin and glucagon. When blood glucose levels drop, like between meals or during fasting, the liver springs into action. It breaks down stored glycogen back into glucose through a process known as glycogenolysis, releasing glucose into the bloodstream to keep our energy levels stable.
Welcome to the world of insulin, a key player in glucose regulation. Produced by the beta cells in the pancreas, insulin is essential for maintaining blood glucose levels. The liver also responds to insulin by converting excess glucose into glycogen. This stored glycogen acts as a reserve, ready to be converted back into glucose when needed. Insulin is essential for maintaining glucose homeostasis. By regulating blood glucose levels, insulin ensures that our cells receive the energy they need while protecting us from the dangers of high blood sugar. Keeping this balance is vital for overall health and well-being.
These processes ensure a steady supply of glucose to the body, keeping energy levels stable and supporting vital functions such as brain activity, muscle function, and overall metabolism. Mnemonic to remember liver functions. Great glyco games unveil insulin glories. G-REAT, glycogen storage. G-LICO, glycogen breakdown. G-AIMS, gluconeogenesis. Unveiled, understanding. Insulin, insulin regulation, G-lorries, glucagon action.
Muscle cells are powerhouses of movement and activity, requiring a constant supply of energy. Let's dive into how glucose metabolism fuels these cells and supports muscle function. When glucose levels rise in the bloodstream, insulin is released by the pancreas. Insulin acts as a key, activating glucose transporters, GLUT4, on muscle cell membranes. These transporters allow glucose to enter the muscle cells, providing them with essential fuel.
Finally, let's turn our attention to the brain, the most demanding organ when it comes to glucose. Despite comprising only about 2% of body weight, the brain consumes a whopping 20% of the body's glucose. The brain requires a constant supply of glucose to function. Unlike other organs, it doesn't store glucose or glycogen, relying entirely on the bloodstream for its energy needs. This continuous demand makes glucose essential for maintaining cognitive functions like thinking, memory, and learning. To put it into perspective, during periods of intense mental activity, the brain's glucose consumption increases significantly. This is why you might feel hungry or crave sugary foods after long hours of studying or working on complex tasks. Glucose is also essential for synthesizing neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that facilitate communication between neurons. These neurotransmitters play a critical role in regulating mood, cognition, and overall brain function. For example, glutamate, the most abundant excitatory neurotransmitter in the brain, is synthesized from glucose. Similarly, GABA, an inhibitory neurotransmitter, is also derived from glucose. These neurotransmitters are vital for maintaining the brain's delicate balance of excitation and inhibition.
This underscores the importance of maintaining stable blood sugar levels through a balanced diet, regular meals, and healthy lifestyle habits. Mnemonic to remember brain's glucose needs. Brain's golden rule: constant glucose supply. Brain's dependency on glucose. Golden: glucose consumption and demand. Rule: reliance on bloodstream for glucose. Constant, continuous energy needs. Glucose for neurotransmitter production. Supply: stable blood sugar levels.
Understanding the brain's reliance on glucose highlights the critical need for stable blood sugar levels to support cognitive function and overall brain health. Stay tuned for more insights into the wonders of glucose metabolism and its impact on your body.
The liver stores and releases glucose, making sure we have energy even when we're not eating. The brain relies on glucose to function properly, using it for everything from thinking to controlling our bodies. Muscles use glucose for energy, allowing us to move and stay active. They store glucose as glycogen and break it down during exercise. Together, these organs ensure we have the energy we need to live our lives. Thanks for joining us on this journey through glucose metabolism. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights.